Well, I know you guys are probably getting tired of seeing my truck, but a little bit more today. I found out the reason I wasn't getting fuel was it looked like a squirrel or some mouse or whatever eating through the fuel line. When I pulled the tank to find that, I figured might as well put a new sending unit in it too. Pulled the sending unit out. There was so much sludge in the tank, figured just order a new one. So got the new tank. So I'm gonna get the new tank, sending unit, put it all back in, and see if I can actually get this thing to start up from the onboard fuel tank. And that's the old sending unit, so you can kind of see why I replaced it. And she's all done. Nice new pretty tank. Getting the tank in was a little challenging. What was really challenging was the hoses going up to the filler neck. They were a total pain in the butt, but it's all done.
Closer, and then I'll put the hitch on, because I don't want to drag that hitch all the way up here. Okay. Can you bring the clip?
Okay, yeah.
Dig the holes right there, I think.
Yeah. Get that out there.
Are you done with the little jiggy jag thing?
The jiggy jag thing. Yes, the jiggy jag thing is done.
We don't need in here anymore, do we?
No.
Oh, battery's dead.
It appears so.
I knew it was low. So, we're gonna have to hook the camper back up.
Hold on. Well, we're on our way to Midstate RV. We were supposed to be on our way with the camper, but changed plans now, as you saw. I will say that that dealership is awesome. They've worked with us on a lot of stuff, even though Forest River hasn't wanted to. So, looking back on it, I would not buy another Forest River product, but I would absolutely go to Midstate RV to buy my next camper. It's just a matter if they've got one that's not a Forest River that I'd buy. Because the plan is to upgrade tow vehicles and then upgrade campers. But for today now, we've got to go up there and they're going to swap out our tongue jack. So then I'll have to come home this afternoon, install the new tongue jack, and then we reschedule for next week to take the camper up.
We'll see how that goes. Hopefully we get it there.
Yeah, so if nothing else goes wrong next Saturday, we'll take that in. Which, even this trip to take it in isn't to get it fixed. So they finally heard back from Forest River again, and even after multiple rounds of pictures and documentation, now Forest River wanted my window maintenance records, which I thought was ridiculous. And they wanted numerous more pictures. So now we have to take it back in, and Forest River wants them to remove the window that they said last time wasn't installed correctly, and they want them to take pictures to send to Forest River to prove that it wasn't installed correctly. And they also want them to take pictures of the top of the camper to prove that we didn't have like limbs fall on it or something and cause the leak. So, a little bit annoying that even though they're a certified dealer and repair center for Forest River still is refusing to believe them that it was an actual installation issue from the factory. So now it's been since October that they found the source of the leak, but it's really been since last summer that it's been leaking. Which, we do like our pod. And really the floor plan fits us perfect. The aesthetics are fine. We like everything about it except Forest River refuses to back the warranty stuff. And if stuff happened outside of warranty, we would understand that too. But the things we've had were all within the first year. When we took it in, the dealership said, yeah, this was an issue from installation of the factory. And then here we are 6-7 months later, still arguing back and forth with Forest River about it. It's pretty annoying. Yeah, there's an old Ford. He just did the wood tailgate. That's cool. Well, we are on our way home now. That actually went pretty well. If you want to say we got lucky, you could, I guess. I wouldn't consider it lucky, but technically the R-Pod's out of warranty now. But since we had an open work order from when it was under warranty, they were able to go and put the tongue jack on that and just swap out the tongue jack. Otherwise, we would have been spending probably $200-300 of our own money. So, sucks that it broke, but at least it's not money out of pocket on this one. So go home, put that back together, and then next week we'll bring the camper back in for the warranty stuff. I need to be on my rural roads.
Yep.
It's a frustrating enough day. I don't need to be city driving.
Well, it's kind of like when we were in Loganville the other day. I'm like, okay, I want out of here. I'm tired of this. Come on, Prius. You can do it.
So it has to go down quite a bit. So then I've got to use this to lift it up if we're going to do that. So do we want it level for this week or do we care for the week?
It really matters.
I mean, we could just leave it as is. It's not level, but we're not in it doing anything. And then next week when we can lift it enough to hook up to the Tahoe and we know we need to bring it up one more hole. Otherwise, I've got to get the whole thing supported on this jack and then move it. So it's probably safer to use the Tahoe. So I'd say just leave it as is, clean up the wiring. Wouldn't you agree?
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
So that's there. figure this out.
Yep.
Just get that much off there.
You don't want me to plug in the camper until after you
No,
get that.
correct. Okay, well, the day got away from us on that one, but new tongue jacks installed. Luckily, it didn't cost us any money out of pocket. The only thing I got left is I had to wire it up a little different. The one they had from the factory wired all the way to the panel at the back of the camper and then back up to the disconnect switch. So to put the fusible link on the new one, I had to wire it direct. So then I'm gonna have to put a secondary cutoff switch for the tongue jack. And then the power feed that fed the factory one's still up here, so I'm gonna have to go get a wire cap to put on that. I'm just gonna spool it up and zip tie it underneath. That way if we ever wanna put some secondary lights or any other kind of 12-volt add-on at the front, I'll already have power ran for it. So that's it for today on this one. And now next weekend we'll take it in to get the warranty work done. Well, it's time to start a new project that's not the truck. I've had this a little bit, but haven't gotten to it. When we were out a month or two ago doing some thrift shopping with Shanna, I found this end table. Picked it up for $11 at Goodwill. So I'm going to try to strip down all the stain that's on it and redo it and see how we can make it look. Never really done any furniture refinishing projects, so we'll see how it goes and I'll learn along the way. So you can see it's not in too bad a condition. I will get new hardware for it. But we'll strip it down and see how it comes out. Well, I'm going to start taking all these doors off and I'm going to take that shelf out, get all the hardware stripped down. Then I'm going to wipe it down and get it on my table outside. Alright, well I got the stripper on all the parts. So now I'm going to let that sit for about 15 minutes, then I'll start scraping and cleaning. Okay, well I got all the chemicals on there, wiped them down, got what I could scraped off. So I'm going to let them air out and dry, and then later this week I'll come down and start the sanding process. So for today, we'll call it.